विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्वोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमः योगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान् एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते एतद्वै तत् So we are discussing regarding Atma, the I, is Brahman. And we saw that it began with the division, I and non-I, the subject, the knower, and everything else is object of knowledge. And in that we found I, the knower, also initially includes the body, mind, sense complex. I, the knower, means I am this body, mind, sense complex is knower. And everything else other than this is object of knowledge. Then we found, with the help of Vedanta, that no, like any other object, well, body also has an attribute of a Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, and therefore it is also an object of knowledge. Well, but that is, body has a sound and body has a smell and all that through senses. Therefore, I, the knower, is senses and mind, etc. Definitely. So that is a subject, and body is object of knowledge. No, 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 no. Even the senses are also subject to objectification, and therefore senses cannot be included. Then how do you objectify the senses? Through the mind. Therefore, knower is this mind. I am knower, that is mind. Right? You objectify senses through mind ultimately. No, but then mind itself is objectified. Right? Mind itself is objectified. Various emotions are objectified. That's how you alert the other person. Go away otherwise. Go away otherwise. So you are getting angry and you tell other person to leave, or you may leave, either way. So basically, so anyway, I am, mind is not true. I'm emotions is also not true. And then, well, I'm memory. That's also not true. And memory is born after you are born. Okay. Memory is born after you are born. And therefore, you are independent of memory. Memory goes away, fades away, still you are very much there to appreciate it. Anyway, so that is how I am not memory. Then I am the intellect, knowledge. So well, that also I gather in course of time after I take birth. So therefore, I basically am not a buddhi intellect. The areas of knowledge also is known to me. And then I am ignorance. I am born with that you cannot deny. No, no, no. That also, with respect to certain areas of ignorance, well, that also I know. And areas of knowledge also I know. So simply I am aware of physical body, and I'm aware, of course, the world. I'm aware of the body. I'm aware of the senses, aware of the emotions, aware of the memory, aware of the knowledge, intellect, aware of the ignorance, also areas of ignorance. And therefore, I'm simply aware. That's what we saw. I'm aware, knower. We call individual conscious being, the basic person. Yeah. But then we also found that aware is not my reality. Aware is I, that's fine, naturally. Because I am aware of, you say. Therefore, aware is definitely I. But that I, to be aware, well, definitely I should be awareness, consciousness. Because aware it comes and goes, right? Aware comes and goes. Aware is not there in all the three states. And even in a one state, aware keeps changing. Then when anything is changing, there should be a changeless base. When the whole film is changing, constantly running, there is a changeless screen on which this is whole thing is going on, right? A change, anything which is changing, you can take a note of it from the changeless frame. Ah, without changeless reference, you cannot say changing. Like you are in a one train, and there is another train on a parallel track. Suppose, if both are going at the same speed, both are running, then you won't find that the motion of the other train. If you are standing, you can immediately say, well, it is going, right? And therefore, definitely, you are very changeless base. That's a consciousness. Aware is only with respect to certain objects. So when you say you are aware of the physical body, that's fine. Therefore, you are aware. That's true. But when physical body, etc., and all these things, when you are not aware of, then it's not that you are not there. You are very much there as awareness, consciousness, right? That's what we have to understand. So object comes and goes, and therefore aware also comes and goes. Depending upon the type of object, the awarer, I, will be called seer, hearer, talker, walker, etc. It keeps changing. And then the whole waker goes away, and then dreamer comes. Then dream talker, dream talker, dream seer, dream hearer. It's entirely different from the waking hearer. In waking state, you hear the objects of the waking world. There, it is all created by your own vasanas, actually. That's a material. It's unlike this waking world. And therefore, anyway, so therefore, there also, in dream also, you are a dreamer, and that's also a changing ahankara. That also goes. In fact, it is changing itself, reveals it is mine. If if uh, if ahankara is changing, that itself reveals it is mind. Therefore, all these three states are the states of the mind, basically ahankara, not of atma. Atma doesn't sleep and doesn't wake up and doesn't have a dream, etc. It's all ahankara only. Mind. Ahankara means mind. Anyway, and therefore, so when object goes away, I am no more. Object of knowledge goes away. I am no more a knower, etc. I am the content of that, and the content is knowledge, consciousness, etc. And then we say we have to put it another way for meditation, and that is in awareness. The sound is heard. In awareness, forms are seen. In awareness, the smells are picked up, etc., etc. Everything is in awareness, in consciousness. But Swamiji, you should tell also hearer and smeller and all that. You need not say. That will be there. Consciousness will assume a form of a hearer and will hear the sound. That's agantuka. Hearer is not an entity. Hearer is not away from you. Hearer is not an entity. Ahankara is not an entity. It is simply depending upon the object. The consciousness assumes a form of ahankara. And that is, that is called hearer, walk, and then seer and all that. So therefore, so basically the sound and the hearer derives existence from consciousness. Yeah. Because if they are not there, still awareness is. The awareness is. It doesn't go, it doesn't come. Anyway, and therefore, it's exactly like, a wave derives existence from water. Wave is, water is. Wave is not, water is. Therefore, awarer is, consciousness is. Right? Awarer is, consciousness. Awarer is not, consciousness is. Therefore, who is dependent upon whom? The awarer, the ahankara depends upon you. And therefore, basically, the conscious, this knower is a incidental attribute of the consciousness. Just as the pot is an incidental attribute of the clay, pot derives existence from clay. Temporary it is there, incidental attribute. Pot derives its existence from clay. It stands sustained by the clay. It resolves into clay. Same way here, aware arises from consciousness, incidental attribute of consciousness I, and sustained by I, and resolves into I. Right? And that is changing. That has a location. That is within time. It is time bound. Right? It is time bound. It has attributes. Whereas the I, the consciousness, is timeless, basically. And we'll be seeing that. But consciousness is free from time. Because it doesn't come, doesn't go. If anything doesn't come, doesn't go, means it is not time bound. Would you follow? Ah, everything within time, within the framework of time comes and goes. In fact, you measure time from these changes only, which comes and goes means undergoes change. So from there only you measure time. Time cannot be measured. Time cannot be objectified otherwise. Anyway, which doesn't come, doesn't go is Satyam. Whichever is now. Is. So this is how we have to understand. So awareness in which the forms are seen, awareness is in which the sounds are heard. Awareness is the thought. Even the whole thought. That's what yesterday I was in meditation. I told you the whole thought, tree thought, the whole tree. Tree thought means tree. I told you already. The whole tree shines in what? In consciousness. Therefore, I said the all leaves, every leaf shines in what? Consciousness. The branch shines in what? Consciousness. Branch is in what? Consciousness. So the whole tree thought, that is a tree, mental tree, is just consciousness. That's how you say I have a tree knowledge. Tree knowledge means tree consciousness. Tree is non-separate from you, the consciousness. Could you follow? It's not just a inert thought. If it is inert thought, how will you know? No, Swamiji, I know there is a tree in my mind. Okay, that's what it is pervaded by what? Consciousness. Anyway, so therefore, even a thought is consciousness is. Thought is not. Deep sleep state, definitely. Consciousness is. I consciousness is. Who has an experience of absence of everything. Anyway, and therefore, even a thought goes, consciousness remains. And I was telling you that consciousness exists. Hearer, etc. is incidental attribute. Add to it, add hearer to consciousness. It's a consciousness. Remove hearer from consciousness. Consciousness. Add tree thought to consciousness. Consciousness. Remove tree thought. Consciousness. Consciousness. Na vardate, no karmada, no kaniyan. There is no increase. There is no decrease. Add pot to clay. Clay. 100 grams? 100 grams. Oh, but we have added pot. क्या बात है? कुछ नहीं होता है. Remove the pot. Still 100 gram clay. No, Swami, it should be 80 grams. No. This is what Mithya Satya relationship. This is what the whole world is. Add the sound. Consciousness. There is sound consciousness. Oh, sound consciousness means, Swamiji, sound plus consciousness. No. Sound plus consciousness, consciousness. Remove the sound, consciousness. Teflon. Okay? Teflon coated. Yeah. And all experiences, no experiences away from you, consciousness. Hearing, seeing, talking, walking, running, no experience is away from you, the consciousness. Yet no experience leaves any trace on consciousness. Asangoham, sangoham, sangoham, punah punah. Sachidananda rupoham, ahamevaham avyayah. This is what it is. Anyway, so remove from anything from this consciousness, still consciousness is. So I am consciousness that exists, that shines. Everything shines after me. Everything is objectified after me. I shine. If nothing is objectified without I, and I shine, yes, it is self-shining. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Space, time, whole waking state, whole dream state, absence of everything, the ignorance in the deep sleep state, everything shine, shine, shine. Anubhati, anubhati, anubhati. You shine in all the three states. Shine, shine, shine. You shine because you shine. Consciousness shines. Swamiji, I will bring another consciousness. Then this consciousness is not consciousness, is inert. Okay? Yeah. Anything which shines due to something else is inert. Anything which shines, anything could not be there because only one consciousness, Advaitam, non-dual, one without second. Consciousness is something which shines. It shines because its nature is to shine. Self-refulgent, self-evident, self-revealing. Everything is revealed to consciousness. Consciousness is self-revealing, self-existing. Could you follow now? Doesn't come, doesn't go, always is. Always is, sat. Therefore, everything, it goes with everything. There is pot Swami, pot consciousness. Oh, there is space Swami, space consciousness. There is time Swami, time consciousness. There is Swami, Swami consciousness. You cannot remove it. Try. Swami, there is Dakshinamurti, Dakshinamurti consciousness. How can you say Dakshinamurti consciousness? How can you say there is Dakshinamurti? Oh, I am conscious of it. Over. Dakshinamurti, I am conscious of Dakshinamurti, means Dakshinamurti shines in my consciousness. Dakshinamurti consciousness, chair consciousness, this consciousness. My God. What shines after varies. One who shines is invariable. Invariable means unchanging. What shines after me, the entire world, right, is variable. So with respect to this variable, thoughts, etc., right, which shine after, which is called Saksham, witnessed. I, the consciousness, is called witness. It's a status given. There is nothing else. Witness consciousness, because the thoughts, etc., shine after me. Without my will, without my effort, I'm ever present in the mind. As the mind arises or the thought arises, shines. Thought resolves, I shine. Still shining there. Right? As the pot is created, there is a pot space. The pot is broken, still space shines. Still space is, I mean. Anyway. So this is how existence of any object is established in consciousness. Consciousness is self-existing, self-shining, self-revealing. Now from this is okay. This is modern Vedanta. I am consciousness, distinct from everything like that. But We have to prove consciousness is Brahman, cause of everything, right? So there are two ways to do that. First, I will do just without any Shastra support. Then we will, it needs a Shastra support ultimately anyway. I am consciousness, that is fine, but I am, how can I be the cause of the entire world? How can I, the consciousness as Sakshi is Brahman? Brahman is the cause of the world, that is fine. But how can I, just consciousness, be the cause of the world? There are two ways to see that. Maybe there are more ways also. But I am going, that there are two ways with me, and I will see that. So one is first thing is now this consciousness which I am talking to you, which is is my which is my reality. The reality of I is this consciousness, not the knower. That's a incidental, etc. Now this consciousness is not just conscious of this body, mind, senses, and memory, and all that. That consciousness basically objectifies the outer world also. If you are able to objectify just your body, mind, senses, intellect, etc., ignorance, memory, right, hunger, thirst, then you say, well, you are confined here, you are independent of that, you are distinct from body, mind, sense complex, because you are the knower, you are able to objectify them, they are known, therefore you are distinct from that, from the known, fine. But you are not just objectifying this, you are objectifying a external world also. Just as you objectify physical body, distinct from physical body, the whole physical body shines in you, the consciousness, naturally, right? You are able to objectify it. You have, it's an intimate object of knowledge. Not only that, you are able to objectify. That's how that day I said in the first meditation. You are able to objectify. You are aware of, I said. You are aware of the space in front of you. In front of you means in front of your body. You are aware of the space to the right side of your body. You are aware of the space to the left side of your body. You are aware of the space which is at the back side of the body. You are aware of the space above the head of the body. Means that space around body also is within your consciousness. And therefore, the space is also in awareness, like the body, like the mind, right? Like the mind, like the senses, like the memory, like the hunger, thirst. So, body consciousness, memory consciousness, knowledge consciousness, ignorance consciousness, hunger consciousness, thirst consciousness, emotion consciousness, senses, sensory power consciousness, eyes consciousness. Eyes consciousness means your eyes and its power, I mean, whether you are able to see, not see, etc. So that way, eyes, ears, everything is in consciousness. So that same space also is in consciousness now. You are just not aware of this much. What is here, Karyakarana Sanghata? You are aware of the space also, which is external to the body. This body is in space. You are aware of the body, you are aware of the space. Therefore, now the space is in consciousness. Space is, consciousness is. Like the body is, consciousness is. Memory is, consciousness is. In fact, that is of anything belongs to consciousness. Wave is, water is. That is belongs to what? Ease of the wave belongs to water. Could you follow? So I'm going towards the cause now. Cause, cause gives existence. That's a cause, which lends existence to the entire effect. Okay, the space is, awareness is. Space is not. Awareness is. Hearer is. Awareness is. Hearer is not. Awareness is. Right? Body is. How do you know? I know, Swamiji, I have body. I know I have a body. I know at this time. Okay. Deep sleep state. Body is. No, no, no. I don't see in my awareness body at that time. Okay, so body is Consciousness is definitely, through consciousness you prove its existence. And body is not deep sleep state. Body is not means it is not in your awareness. Swamiji, the person who is awake says your body was there and you are saying you don't understand. So because it shines in a consciousness, in a waker's consciousness, okay? But you are sleeping. For you, there is no awareness of the body. If you have awareness of the body, if you are aware of the body, there is no deep sleep, in fact. You just give identification with the body in order to sleep, right? If you are aware of your pain of the body, you don't get to sleep. That's how people take pain relievers and other things so that they can get sleep. Because pain is there means you have awareness of the pain which is there in the body, means you have awareness of the body also. And then you are not sleeping, you are waking. Deep sleep state means in your awareness, that's fine. But in your awareness, body is not shining. Otherwise, body will be automatically what? Objectified. Automatically. Therefore, body looks like it has resolved. It has gone to its as to a causal state kind of a thing. Resolved. Anyway, so space is consciousness is, space is not consciousness is. You are not aware of the space in a deep sleep state. And where there is no space, still consciousness is. Right? Same, you have to put this equation all the way. Pot is clay is, or wave is water is. Keep this equation all the time. That's very important. Yeah. To find what? To find cause effect. What is the cause of the wave? What's the cause of the pot? What's the cause of the ornament? Gold. Ornament is, gold is. Ornament is not, gold is. That is Anvaya Reka. It's our bread and butter. Okay? Anvaya is a bread and Vyatireka is a butter. Okay? Without butter, bread would not be. I don't like bread as it is. We should put lot of cheese or something, lot of butter. Hmm. So basically, I know very well that there is no time, no space, no memory, no sense organs, no body, nothing in deep sleep state. How do I know? Well, I know that in sleep I did not know anything. I'm not aware of anything. If I am always awareness, if anything is there, automatically objectified, means I know it. Then knower also will be there. In a deep sleep state, even now, knower has resolved. That shows that there is no object of knowledge at that time. Could you follow? If object of knowledge is there, I will be knower automatically. Pops up. I'm always knowledge. As object appears, pops up, knower. Really? It's like that. Pops up. Object goes inside. Like wave goes into water. Okay? It's like that. Just like pot goes into clay. Just like ornament goes into gold. Not good example, but just take that. Because that relationship is Satyamithya relationship. Cause-effect relationship is Satyamithya relationship. That is very important to do. So I know that in sleep I did not know anything. Means I know. Means I am that knowledge. So I didn't know anything because to know anything, you require a knower. The very knower has resolved. Mind has resolved, knower has resolved. Mind has resolved, knower is resolved. Therefore, knower is none other than the mind. Knower is not my real nature. And that knower keeps changing. Therefore, it is mind only. I am nirvikara, just consciousness. Nothing else. Shuddham. That's how yesterday I said, Kutavat tishtadi, kutastha. Changeless consciousness. Like that anvil, right? Anvil. Always. Okay. Therefore, sleep is consciousnesses. Space is consciousnesses. Time is consciousnesses. Time is not consciousnesses. Space is not consciousnesses. Deep sleep state. Now, space gone. Just think. Space gone, still I am there. Therefore, a big therefore. Severally. Why are you saying big therefore? I don't know. Somehow I have an impression of puja, unnecessary impression certain time. So space means you exist in absence of space. When even space has dissolved, you are very much there. In absence of space, if you exist, what's your form? How big you are? How big you are? Tell me. Anything which has a form, anything which is big, small, exists in space. If you exist in absence of space, means what? What's the dimension of you, the awareness, consciousness? What's the dimension? Please let me know. How many inches, how big you are? So consciousness has no form. Any form exists in a space. If I exist in absence of space, I am formless consciousness. Formless means spatially, SPATIALLY, not special, spatially. Oh, my pronunciation, okay, you bear with. So, space wise, I mean, space wise, limitless consciousness. So, since I consciousness has no form of its own, consciousness is formless, and therefore I consciousness is not called this big, that big. It has no height. I have no height. No, I am 5 feet 8 inches. Oh, then I will start from subject object. Okay. If you say I'm 5 feet 8 inches, I will go back because you again taken the physical body as yourself. Over. So let it be over. Go again. No, I will not go. Anyway, so I have no height, no breadth, right? And no length, no front, no back, no left, no right, no above, no below. Why? Because there is no form. If you have some form, then it has front, back, everything, length, etc. Length, breadth, everything. If you are formless, then you cannot have anything. So therefore, I am limitless. I can put now, right? I am limitless, space-wise, and temporal also, time-wise also, timelessness. Time is consciousness. Time is not consciousness. If I exist in absence of time, means I'm not time bound. I am not time bound. Means I am limitless in terms of time. We call timelessness. I'm timeless consciousness, spaceless consciousness. So I am limitless. Anything which is within time is always limited. Limited. Body limited. Mind limited. Everything limited. Sense is limited. How long, Swamiji? Bhagavan has given, but it changes in time. Its power, etc., senses, memory, knowledge, everything. Whatever is within time undergoes a change, means limited also. Anyway, now look at this way further. We have to establish relationship between world and I now, right? I'm limitless consciousness. Establish a relationship between world and I consciousness. I is limitless consciousness. Start with the space here. Space. Well, look at, space is limitless awareness, consciousness is. Between the limitless consciousness and space, what is the distance? Limitless consciousness and space. What is the distance? Cannot be distant. There cannot be any distance. Could you follow? If I'm limitless, then the space, does the space is away from me? In fact, the space shines in what? Consciousness. And therefore, anyway, so there is no distance. Between space and moon, what is the distance? There is no distance. Anyway, the moon is in your awareness, and therefore I am aware of the moon. Because you, the awareness, and moon in awareness, basically, there is no distance. Anyway, between moon and space, there is no distance. Between space and you, there is no distance. So between moon and you, what is the distance? No distance. Anything you say moon is, means moon is shining where? In your awareness. No, no, Swamiji, but moon shines in awareness. But between moon and I, consciousness or awareness, there is some distance. You are seeing that distance. That is space. But that space, whole space shines in you, right? The space shines where? In your awareness. Swamiji, this is a PhD class, I think. This is PhD class. Yeah. But years have gone. We should crack the exams, right? Crack. We should crack the exams. They call like this, cracking the exam. Somewhere we have to crack. Every year we appear and we fail. That's not the good thing, right? So if we apply little mind, then you will understand these things. At least in terms of at the level of intellect, you will be able to grasp. So you are saying limitless, but I'm trying to see like this. Because of which you want to objectify, that you are. You cannot objectify awareness. Awareness is something which objectifies everything, including space. Therefore, you cannot visualize awareness, limitless awareness, like objectifying through your thought. Because it's our mind knows anything by objectification. Therefore, this issue arises. But we are telling because of which you are able to objectify everything through mind, through thought. That's what you are. That's what. But that is something limited. I am a knower only. The knower objectifies through the mind. The very knower is objectified, okay? Knower objectified. How do you know knower is objectified? Presence of knower is known by whom? You. Absence of knower is known by whom? You. You know you are right now a listener. You know that? Yeah. You also know that you at this moment you are not listener. Yeah, that also you know. If your mind goes away, oh, I didn't listen that. What Swamiji said. So if I crack joke and few people laugh and one doesn't laugh, then Swami also understand he is not here. He is here, but he doesn't hear. He is here, but he doesn't hear. Person also knows, oh, I was not here. So means you are able to objectify your ahankara because it is mind. So you will objectify. That's where we call sakshi. You are able to know the conditions of the mind without will, without effort, just because you shine on your own in your own glory. The mind which is non-separate automatically gets objectified. Like the sun. Sun doesn't have any will, effort to illumine the world. Sun illumines the world, it's not true. Sun shines. World is illumined. Otherwise, again, there will be kartrutvam. Oh, I do that. I illumine the mind. I do that. I do that. Again, doership. Because by nature you are shining all the time. Nothing but shine. Therefore, everything without exception, known and unknown, certain things will be shining as an unknown, certain thing will shine as a known. But why this division? Through the mind. Through mind, you objectify something, then knower. And certain things are, and the rest of the things will be unknown. But there is unknown also is shining in you, right? Consciousness. Known, of course, is shining in you. And the very knower also is shining in you. So that's how it is. Bhashyakara is going to say in this mantra itself, Atma Sarvajna. You are Sarvajna. Basically. Could you follow that? Okay. And therefore, so there is no distance between I and the space, between I and the sun, moon, no, because sun shines in consciousness, etc. And therefore, between consciousness and space, there is no distance between consciousness and the moon and sun and stars, and no distance, right? Remember, you are limitless consciousness, and therefore, the whole physical universe is in space, and the space is in consciousness. Therefore, between consciousness and any object in the world, there is no distance. World is, consciousness is. Bring again that example. Wave is, water is. No distance. No distance. Pot is, clay is. Ornament is, gold is. No distance whatsoever. World is, consciousness is. World resolves, consciousness is. Right? Consciousness ever is, is, is. So is, but is means now, 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 now. I am now, now, now. Okay, is not this physical body also within space? Yeah. Is outside space? No, 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 within space. Space is where? Oh, in consciousness. Therefore, this physical body, along with the space, exists in consciousness. Therefore, basically, not this physical body, all the physical body exists in space. All physical body, along with the space, exists in consciousness. And therefore, I am not in the body. In fact, the body is in me. Right? We saw that. First thing is, I am not the body. Still, we may feel I'm inside the body and illumining the body. Body, mind, hunger, thirst, inside, remaining, right? Like somewhere, a very shining jewel kind of a thing. Because Swami said self-shining. Jewels are also self-shining. So somewhere sitting in the heart and shine, illumine everything. Therefore, this body also is sentient because of that. No, sir, no. You are not in the body. Body along with the space, all the bodies along with the space exist where? In consciousness. Therefore, consciousness is called all pervasive. So this is what we mean by the term all pervasive. So it's not located anywhere in the space. Now, is it clear? Not located anywhere in the space. Space is located in consciousness. I am aware of the space. Space is not aware of you. If I am aware of the space, space exists in my awareness, in me, the awareness. That looks a little comfortable. Space exists in my awareness. Okay, tell that. Then space exists in me, the awareness, because I am aware of the space. Therefore, very I is awareness. Clear? Yeah. You speak, Swami, whether we are clear or not. You go on. You go on. We should have, because I have certain limit. So, yeah. Time is not aware of me. I am aware of the time. So time is in my consciousness. Time exists in me, the consciousness. And therefore, space, time, everything is mithya. Wave is what is. Wave exists in water initially. Wave exists in water. Hey, wave is water. Hmm. Time is time is consciousness. If time is consciousness, consciousness is time. No, sir. Reverse is not true. One way. That's how we give empirical reality. Reality, because you are saying one way it is true. One way true. Everything I told you already. Yes, time being hai, pura. Whole world is consciousness is. World is not beyond consciousness. World is not besides consciousness. World is not without consciousness. Wave is not beyond water. Wave is not besides water. Wave is not without water. Wave is mithya. Water is satyam. World is consciousness is. World is not beyond consciousness. I. World is not besides consciousness. I. World is not without consciousness. I. World is mithya. I, the limitless, all-pervading, limitless consciousness is Satyam. Jagan mithya, Brahma Satyam. Right? This limitless consciousness in Shastra is called Brahman because of the derivation, derived meaning. Brihidhatu. Brihidhatu is there, means to be big. Consciousness is the big noun. It's not an adjective. Consciousness is not an adjective. Everything is an adjective. I told you already. Incidental attribute. Attribute means adjective. Everything is an adjective to consciousness. Consciousness is a noun. You are not adjective to anybody. Puja Swami gives husband wife example. Anyway, I don't want to say that. Generally, when she gets married, she's an adjective. Husband remains noun. Yeah. She has to change her surname. She has to leave aside her father's name, everything. Now she has to put husband's name, husband's last name, everything. Earlier she was a Richa Sharma. Now she is a Richa Trivedi. What? What happened? No, have become adjective to my husband now. Husband always feels he is a noun. He supports everything. He sustains. Like always, attribute is sustained by the substantive, right? Attribute can never be away from. This is not, I'm just joking. Puja Swamiji, I remembered. Therefore, how many eyes are there now? Please tell me. Mithya eyes, ahankaras are many, knowers are many. But mithya, not in reality. All knowers are due to this one knowledge. All knowers. One eye manifest in all antakranas as ahankara. That is a identification with a given mind because Karana Sharira is anadi and therefore that identification is there. Therefore, knowers apparently are there many, the mithya. But behind all the knowers, the knowledge, consciousness is one. And therefore, there is no plural of also I, consciousness, no plural. Consciousness word has no plural. Anyway. And as such, also, it is simple to understand all pervading, limitless thing cannot be more than one. That also is true. And in that limitless consciousness, which is I, all the minds, all memory, space, time, and the whole creation. Think of anything within consciousness. Think of anything within consciousness. Just think anything. Pervaded by what? You, the consciousness. Therefore, I said nothing is besides consciousness, without consciousness, beyond consciousness, jumping the wall of boundary of consciousness and going beyond that. Beyond. There's no beyond. There is a beyond for ahankara. Beyond for ahankara. Ahankara is limited. Ahankara means same consciousness. Again, identified with one mind. Ahankara. Few things inside the wall of mind. Millions of things outside. Therefore, ahankara is alpagnya. So anyway, think of anything, it is in consciousness only. Certain things look outside consciousness. They are not outside consciousness. They are outside the mind. Certain objects are outside the reach of the mind, naturally, outside my thought. And it's good. Otherwise, there'll be a traffic jam. Yeah, sometimes many you have you think more than what is required. You get tired of your own thinking sometimes. Because as you think, you objectify. Some object will be there. And then another object, then third object, the fourth object. Then there is accident. Yeah. So it's nice. Bhagavan is one by one. Objectify one thing at a time, but constantly going. And therefore, Ahankara also constantly goes. But Swamiji, what changes is a thought, and thought of object. You say Ahankara means the I is there. In the object, there is a this is there. Yeah, but Ahankara's job is to own up. Whatever thought arises, accordingly it owns up. Therefore, a thought of a pot, right? Thought of a pot, which has a which has entered through the eyes. Ahankara says, well, I am a seer of the pot. It will not say I am pot. Okay? So because mind divides into this aham idam, therefore, well, according if there is a sight of the pot, then there it will say I am seer. If there is you hear the sound and enter as a thought of sound, yes, I am hearer. So this thought also continuously changing. I thought also. It has to own up. You are not seeing, hearing anything, no perception, doing something with your mind, trying to recollect. So thought of some recollection. So it will say, I am memorizing or I'm recollecting. I'm sorry, I'm recollecting. Some doubt, not seeing outside, but some doubt says, I am doubting. Change. This moment I'm recollecting. Now I'm doubting. Now I am seeing. Now I'm hearing. Whole mind. When it resolves, that knower also resolves. Sorry, I thought also resolves. This thought also resolves. Everything resolves. And if both resolve, objective world resolves. Clear? So this is how it is. Anyway. So this is how certain things are outside the reach of the mind, outside my thought. Consciousness is common. And in consciousness is the space time. In space, an object. That object is outside my mind. Therefore, it looks to be outside me, but that me means mind. Could you follow? You should say that. Continue to say that. It's a point of view. We call upachara. It should be there. Oh, it is outside my mind. This food has not entered my body. Don't say that like that. I told you already. Varieties of this is then to such a person we have to say that, oh, I'm little in hurry. I will meet you later. I am in hurry. You can't give an audience to such a person who tries to show a space between he and this world. Need not show. You continue in the same way. Like a actor continues, knowing who he is, continue to play, and he will say, I am so and so, I'm renunciate. Oh, you are not renunciate, you are a grihastha. He says, I know, you don't tell me. He will not say, well, this is a role I have assumed. In a script, you cannot say. In script, he has to say, I am a renunciate, he has to say. Anyway. So, just as I can give example. Just as we are all inside this compound of the AVG, and with reference to that compound, we are all inside. Majority of them are outside, but with reference to space, all are inside. Same way with reference to mind, there are certain objects inside, objectified already, known. They are in the known category there in our memory. And most of the objects still not objectified, have not entered inside the wall of the mind. They are unknown category. But with reference to consciousness, most of the things are yet known as unknown, and certain things are known as known. Right? Same thing. Known also is known. Unknown also is known to you as unknown. Ah. Yeah, otherwise, you cannot say, Swamiji, this is unknown. If it is unknown and you don't know it is unknown, you cannot say. But if you say something is unknown, therefore it is basically known as unknown. It means you are conscious of it. It lies in your consciousness. So there is only one limitless, all-pervading consciousness, which because of which there is an existence of everything. There is no second limitless consciousness, and therefore consciousness is rightly called Brahman. Clear? And now, and this I, the consciousness, is self-shining. It is independent. It does not require a means of knowledge, basically, to reveal itself. If I ask you, are you conscious? Well, what do you have to answer? Look at that. Without thinking, you don't say, wait, let me check with my eyes. I am conscious or not. Let me hear. Just wait, Swami. Let me hear. Then perhaps I may pick up the sound of the consciousness. There are people, no? There are people who says this consciousness is some omkara sound or something. Hey, you are able to objectify omkara, that is due to that consciousness, okay? Yeah. So you need not close your eyes and to say I'm conscious, etc., or ears, etc. So when I ask whether or not you are conscious, there is no doubt in, even if I don't ask you, you don't have a doubt. If I ask you, will say I'm conscious. If I don't ask you, still, oh, Swami did not ask me, then I think I have a doubt that whether I'm conscious being or not. No. The very question is heard. My question, whether you are conscious or not, is due to what? Consciousness. Clear? And therefore, it's not that therefore I think, therefore I am. It's not that I perceive, therefore I am. Conscious has no form. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, arasam, nityam, agandavat, kathopanishad itself. It doesn't have a sound which will be picked up, which will be objectified. If consciousness is objectified, then who objectifies consciousness? That's the question. Should be consciousness. Consciousness is one which naturally objectifies everything. If consciousness is objectified, you need another consciousness to objectify the first consciousness. Then I would say, how do you know that you are that consciousness? Let me again listen. Conscious number two. Let me hear that. Kya baat hai? You are conscious because you for that you need not have to use any means of knowledge to tell that you are conscious. Means you are revealing yourself without any means of knowledge. Self revealing. Everything else is revealed by you, the consciousness, through different means of knowledge. Just mind, inference, etc. Right? Or mind along with the senses, then the world. So to reveal the world, to reveal just inner world in form of memories and our doubts and inferred objects and all that, suppose, then you need only mind as an instrument. But to objectify the external world, you need mind plus senses. Ultimately revealed to you, consciousness, but you need means of knowledge. So the world basically is revealed to I consciousness through means of knowledge. But I reveal myself without any means of knowledge. Because you don't need to think to say you are conscious. You said instantly without thinking. She said instantly. Means you don't need your mind as an instrument to say you are conscious. Means you don't need thinking to say I am conscious. Even thought is not there, that also you are able to say. You exist in absence of thought, right? And you know. And in fact, you say, I objectified the very absence of the thought. Means definitely, if thought is not there, still you are there. Therefore, you don't need a thought to say you are conscious. Could you follow? You don't need eyes, you don't need ears, you don't need any sense of touch, taste, etc. to say you are conscious. You are able to say you are conscious. You exist. I am conscious. You say just because you are self revealing. Don't take any, you don't need any proof. Proof means of knowledge. You prove that you are conscious through any proof. No. World is proven to I through means of knowledge called mind, called senses. You cannot prove otherwise. Whether sound exists or not, how do you know? I walk on a trail. Hmm? I walk on a trail. And there was a rain. And when once rains come, then here some tree will fall. And a huge tree fell last night. Just take an example. It happened several times, but I'm just saying. Huge tree fell. Must have created sound. Created sound. But suppose no, I was here. I was not there on trail. Otherwise, I would have heard. And well, so therefore, I did not hear. Just think that no animal also was there around. Just think for it. Nobody heard the sound. Suppose. How will you prove the sound was? That third sound was there. How will you prove it? That shows the sound is proven by some conscious being, either a deer or me or as someone. So ultimately, through means of knowledge, through ears, which a conscious being possesses. So basically, you cannot prove Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, existence of them, without the consciousness or a conscious being with means of knowledge. If he is not there, cannot be proven. Could you follow? But to prove I am there or not, oh Swamiji, I should be on trail. Kya baat hai? To prove you are there, you should be on a trail. Would you see the difference? To prove the sound, you are needed. To prove yourself, you don't need anything. I'm conscious. To prove that, you don't need anything. It's how self-revealing. Whereas other things are revealed, well, by the means of knowledge, but to the conscious being. Therefore, Atma is called, since there is no proof necessary for the Atma to prove, therefore I am called Aparoksha Atma, immediate. Immediate means no vyavadhanam of means of knowledge. So Atma, I, well, doesn't require any means of knowledge to determine whether I exist or not. I am, in fact, this is what it is. I am is Atma. I reveals consciousness. There is no I without consciousness. And am reveals existence. Am is a verb of existence. I am. Now, any addition after that is ahankara. That's it. Just stay with I am. I am. I am. I am a child. Ahankara. But you said ahankara keeps changing. It will change. It will change. After few years, you will say, I am young adult. I am this. I am happy. I am unhappy. I am angry. I am compassionate. You see, anything you put after I am means chota, chota, small. Some upadhi is added which is limited. Either you add mind, either you add body. But you said addition is really not an. That's what it is. I told you. I am basically proves the existence of all the upadhis. Okay. Therefore, physical body is because the consciousness is. Anyway. So the self-effulgent, self-evident I is limitless Brahman. It survives time. Time shines only after I. Time shines after only when I shine. And I shine because I shine as awareness, consciousness. Time comes and goes. Concept of time goes on changing. It's a part of objective world. Space, time, and ob- objects. It's a one. So nothing can be away from the limitless, and therefore the consciousness itself, the I is not bound by time. It's not mortal. It has no beginning, not an end. Before the beginning of the everything, there must be an awarer. To say that an event began, well, definitely there must be a wearer, an observer, who should be there before even the event began. You say, Swamiji, somebody told me in that Easter camp, ask the question rather, how do you know, Swamiji, after death consciousness is? Then I said, there will be a death. Is said by whom? Huh? Said by whom? It gone.